Hello, my name is Abdul Momin and I am a registered dietitian nutritionist and a public health professional. Right, in the last few days, I actually made a series of detoxification videos in which I very clearly mentioned that you do not need to have any kind of detox drinks or any detox products that are very commonly available in your market because detoxification is the process which your body is naturally normally doing if three organs are working efficiently in your body. What were those three organs? Those were liver, the kidneys, and number three, your lungs or the respiratory system. Then I also made small videos mentioning briefly that how do the kidneys perform the detoxification process in the body, how does the liver carry out the cleansing and detoxification, and how does the respiratory system or specifically the lungs perform the detoxification and cleansing process in the body. So now in the past 3-4 days I have received quite a few messages mentioning that okay, you have told us how does this natural normal detoxification process is carried out by the liver, the kidneys and the lungs, but you haven't mentioned that how can we actually make sure that we are able to detoxify these three organs so that they can in turn keep on doing the detoxification or cleansing process in the body. So I thought to make another 2-3 videos on these topics so that you are absolutely clear what we should do and what we should not be doing, so that our liver, our kidneys and our lungs are detoxified and they are cleansed and they keep on doing the same wonderful work they have been doing for years for our health, for our body. So first of all, please try and understand that there is no magical food that if you consume, your liver or kidneys or your lungs would immediately be detoxified or cleansed. So all in all, you have to do or you have to make sure that your health your overall health or your overall nutritional status is better, so that the health of these three organs is also better. Now in today's video, I'm only going to talk about the liver in detail. So basically I would be focusing on what you should be doing and what you should not be doing so that the health of your liver particularly is maintained. So right, let's talk about in detail. First of all, what you need to understand is that liver is one of the most vital organs in your body, and some researchers state that the liver approximately performs 500 functions for your body. So definitely you don't want to compromise on the health of your liver. So the first major function which the liver performs for you is the metabolism of your carbohydrates, metabolism of your proteins and the metabolism of your fats. So whatever amounts of the carbohydrates, proteins and fats you consume, these have to be metabolized by your liver. So for that you should be always targeting on having a healthy, well-balanced diet which has good amounts of carbohydrates so that you can perform all your daily activities with ease. That diet should be good in fats. There should be a moderate amount of fats in your daily diet, and then that diet should have appropriate levels of proteins as well. Please try and understand that fat is not a bad thing at all. Fat is a very important nutrient for you. Yes, there are certain types of fats which are bad for you, or the amount of fat is what can make a fat or what can make fats bad for you. So for that I would be making a separate video because that is a very important thing to understand. So all in all, please try and have good amounts of fats in your body, good amounts of proteins, good amounts of carbohydrates in your body. Right. Also, please remember that liver produces a substance which is called bile, and bile is the substance which breaks down fats. So whatever amount of fat you consume, that has to be metabolized, that has to be broken down by the bile produced by the liver. So if the amount of fat is moderate in your diet, then the bile can easily deal with that fat. But if you start consuming too much of fats, then definitely the bile would not be able to deal with that excessive amounts of fats. Similarly, it has become very common that a lot of people, or specifically people looking to gain muscle, they are relying too much on consumption of protein supplements. So again, because the protein in the supplements is in concentrated form, that cannot be handled very well by your liver. So your liver's health could be compromised if you consume too much protein in the supplemental form. So you don't need to be doing that as well. Then another major function of liver is that the storage and activation of the majority of vitamins and minerals is performed by the liver. So whatever vitamins or minerals you consume, they are stored mainly in the liver, and mostly they are in inactivated form, so they are being activated by our liver. So how can you maintain the health of liver in that particular aspect? You can start on consuming fresh fruits and fresh vegetables on regular basis. So in this way, the health of your liver would be maintained, because you will be consuming fresh fruits and vegetables, which are a very, very good source of antioxidants, and antioxidants are very good for the maintenance of your health. Another major function of liver is that they perform the detoxification of any drugs, any pharmaceutical drugs, any medications that you take. Now, say for example, we are talking about all the pharmaceutical drugs. So all the pharmaceutical drugs are actually made up of chemicals, and whenever you ingest any chemical, that is recognized as a foreign substance by your body. So your liver has to deal with it in a different way. So please try and understand this thing. Do not take medicines as and when you feel like taking it. Only take medicines when these are prescribed by your healthcare provider, by your physician. In Pakistan, unfortunately, it is seen that 10% of the population likes to do self-medication. So that means that we are self-reliant when it comes to medication. We think that whatever we feel is good in terms of a medication, we start taking it. So that is definitely not good for your liver, and it can cause problems for your liver if you consume too many medications when they are not required. Similarly, please try and stay away from alcohol, because whatever amount of alcohol you consume, that has to be metabolized by your liver as well, and liver has a certain capacity of doing that. If you abuse alcohol, that is definitely going to deteriorate the health of your liver. And again, religiously, socially, culturally, alcohol is not considered good, at least in our part of the world. So try and stay away from alcohol. Last but not the least, I would like to focus on consumption of boiled water, because whenever you consume boiled water, you make sure that your water is free of contaminants, and quite a few diseases you get by consumption of contaminated water and contaminated food. I would specifically want to mention hepatitis A and hepatitis E here. Hepatitis, as you know, is the inflammation of the liver, so that directly affects the health of your liver. So you don't want to get hepatitis A or hepatitis E just because you consumed contaminated water, or you consumed water which was not boiled. So boiled water by far is the best way by which you can reduce or minimize actually the number of contaminants in your water. So please do understand, and most importantly, do act upon these major pointers, so that the health of your liver is maintained, so that the liver keeps on performing the normal detoxification and cleansing process for you. Do like my video, do share my videos with others, so that others can benefit as well. Let me know through your comments if you're liking the content or not. Most importantly, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon as well. Until next time, it's bye bye from my side.